Hey there, good morning. It is another great day. I'm your host, Jeff Ski Kinsey, and this is day number 42 in the year 2021. I think it's episode like 183 or 184. We should break over 20 hours of podcasts collected, and we're on all major platforms. So search for us, Voice First Careers. Okay? All major platforms. And I want to talk, I posted earlier on LinkedIn about salary or wages, and I called it, I said, look, somebody was asking about it. I think it was a post from LinkedIn. And somebody was saying, what about numbers? How's this supposed to work? Again, if you're on LinkedIn, you're a professional, right? So this is aimed at professionals. I believe that's the 80-20 rule. 80% of the time, you should not bring up the topic of what's this pay, or what am I going to earn, or what's the range. If you've done your homework, you have a pretty good idea going in, or at least you should. And again, if you know our process, we never talk to the HR department. That's not our job. Until you're being offered the job and the hiring manager takes you by the hand, physically or virtually, to the HR to complete the paperwork, you want to be seeking out, reaching out to the hiring manager. And so, rule number one, you want to know your number. Okay. Years ago, I wanted to get a position that was listed in the Wall Street Journal. I used to get the Wall Street Journal. After I got out of the Marine Corps, I would read it in Forbes magazine back when Malcolm was running the ship, who I really loved and appreciated. His son, not so much, especially not the people running it now. But I get off topic. But anyhow, I saw this position. I applied to it. We do the dance. I drive down 90 minutes to this thing, and they offer me a number. I said, honestly, I said, look, if I had known that was a number, I would not have driven down here to go through this process. And they said, look, if we're wrong, we'll make it up to you. And I liked the guys. I liked the opportunity. I wanted out of where I was at. So I said, yeah, okay, I'll believe you. And sure enough, at the end of the year, they said, hey, guess what? You were right. We were wrong. And they gave me a 20% increase. And they said, look, we've never given anybody in the company was 3 or 4 years old, maybe 5, consulting company. They said, we've never given anybody a 20% raise. That day, I started looking for the next challenge. And I found it a few weeks later in InfoWorld magazine this time. But you got to know your number. Number 2, you've got to stick to your number. Again, this is predicated on the fact that you're good, okay? You're worth it, that this is a good fit, and you know stuff they don't know, that you're not able to communicate in the interview. And then finally, the last thing is you got to be willing to walk away. If it's not right, say, look, it's not right. I was hopeful. I don't think we're that far away, but got to walk away. And I've done that before. After that earlier snafu, if you will, I walked away. In fact, I'd sent one guy after the interview. We agreed during the interview. This isn't really a great fit. It was a big window shop. I'm a Unix bigot, right? And so walk away. But I sent him a thank you card, okay? That's SOP, still is today. And so I get a call like a week later, and the guy goes, hey, he said, can I ask you a question? I said, sure. He said, why did you send me that thank you card? And I said, well, that's what you do. That's standard operating procedure. I enjoyed learning about what you guys are doing. I think you got an amazing opportunity here. I could tell this guy was the A player of A players in the settlement services industry. He goes, well, he said, the person we offered the job to decided not to take it. And he said, I wondered if we could have a second conversation. And I said, sure, I'd be open to that. Ended up going to work there, had an amazing time. I was able to bring in some Macintoshes, actually brought in a Sun Solaris box to do our mail processing for us, emails. Anyhow, got to be willing to walk away. If I can help advance your efforts, reach out. Pick up your mobile phone, dial pound 250. This works in USA only, the 48 contiguous states. Dial pound 250, and at the prompt say, contact Ski Man. Together, we can make a difference. And if you're a hiring company and you're saying, hey, I'm having a horrible time finding people. I was on a web conference call yesterday, and one of the people pointed that out. I've got a process for that. I can help. So if you've got tough to fill job recs, and I work in any industry except food and beverage. I leave that to Gordon Ramsay, okay? Reach out. And I'll get back to you usually within the hour. If I can help advance your efforts, you got to call. That's as tough as it gets. And remember, it's going to be as great a day as you make up your mind to make it. So join me and let's make it a fabulous day.